Hey gang, Jim here. Happy Future Tech Friday. Again, I'm not on camera today, but I am going to show you what is here that is truly cool within AI and Google Sheet. And it's an add-in. It's called Numerous.AI. And the add-in is found in the Google store, the extension store, and we'll do another video on that to show you if you don't know how to add an extension into Sheets or any other place. But once you have this extension, you're actually integrating AI into your Google Sheet. Now, one word about extensions is do your due diligence, because some of them that are in those stores are not necessarily all they are cracked up to be. Some might even have malicious malware in there. So just be clear, vet it out. I've tested this. I'm telling you what I'm using, and it hasn't damaged or blown up my computer yet. So I think we're in good shape. But I have a very simple sheet here. And what I'm going to show you, and I'm going to get rid of what's on the screen right now. This is a basic screen. Once you install this extension, you can go into your extensions. You will find Numerous.AI. I obviously have a few of them in there. I have a mail merge for Gmail. Maybe we'll cover that another time. And then it's going to give me the opportunity to show the sidebar, which is what you had seen initially. And so let's just work through what's here and showcase a few of them. So they have, first of all, tutorial videos. Good to be able to use one or two of those just to figure it out. But the first of the options is artificial intelligence, equal AI as a function, like equal sum and equal product and equal if and equal AI. And you can use that, as it shows, to write a function using AI. So here, an example they're showing, I'll show you a few that we'll actually do in a second, is equal AI. What's in quotes is stuff that you want it to take as a literal string. The reference point, A2, is in this case going to be the name of the person. And then what you're telling it to do, summarize it in one or two bullet points. So it can actually take the ChatGPT-3, actually probably at this point going to ChatGPT-4. We're going to obviously have to talk about that next week, but to build AI in there. Let's do a few, though, that are pretty interesting. First of all, if we wanted to explain a formula, if we look at the formula in cell B2 or B3, we see it's a multiple ifs formula. And while it's not that confusing, it's going to be good for us to figure this out. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to put a cursor in an open cell. We're going to go to explain formula. And what we can do is write and paste a formula that you'd like explained. Okay, so let me take that formula right now and copy it. That's the first step here. So all I'm doing here is copying what that text is. And now I'm going to go to the right side, click on explain formula, and we need to put in the field what we've just copied. And now I didn't have to hit the explain formula first. Hit it again. And it's going to think, well, whatever that means, and it tells us what the formula means. It checks the value in A2 and returns short stay if it's less than 3, medium stay if it's less than 6, and long stay if it's greater than 5. Really, really useful if you are working with somebody else's sheet and you don't know what the formula they built is without having to dig into it. So again, using artificial intelligence here to be able to access and understand what is in there is a great, great tool. You can generate a formula the same way, but the last one that I want to really talk about is write, is how you can have it actually write some text for you. And again, it has ChatGPT writing text. So here's what we're going to do. In column E, cell E2, we're going to start with the function equal write. And then we need to put in there as our argument, which is the text we want to have in there and all of the references. Stuff, input. Anything we want. Traditionally, we might want to be able to put in quotes. So we might say is, in quotes, write a 3-sentence note to, and then I'm going to put in the name of the guest, and that's going to be the reference of D2. And I'm going to say afterwards, thanking them for coming to our conference in Miami Beach. Okay, so this is what this formula looks like. Equal write is the function. The first piece of information in quotes is telling it what to do, write a sentence to. The second argument is the first name of the person, and the third is what we want them to actually continue to do. Write a sentence note, 3-sentence note to the person thanking them for coming. Okay, hopefully if I wrote it correctly, I'm going to hit enter, and now it's going to tell me error, which I never like when I see that. So what did I do wrong? I'm going to look in here. I'm going to put that, maybe we got a space in here. That's not proper. Let's see what we got here. And it's still giving me error here. So, of course, we're going to use this as a learning tool to see how this works. So let's just take a look at the right side, because if you can't get it right, we need to make sure that we have a common information piece. So it says here, write, and then a short email to, and thanking him for. Okay, so what did we do wrong? We're going to use this as a tool. We're going to say equal write, and then write a 3-sentence note to, and I see what we did wrong. One thing. Isn't it great when the teacher makes a mistake and we can figure this out? I'm going to hit the comma, because we have to separate each of those by commas. Now, with that done, let me hit enter. Let me load it. There we go. Don't you like when mistakes are made? And there it is. And so it says, Dear Sarah. Let's just take a look at this. And I'm going to close this so we can see it. So, Dear Sarah, thank you so much for attending our conference in Miami Beach. Your presence and participation was invaluable, and we truly appreciate the time and effort you invested in our event. We hope to see you again soon. Sincerely, your name. Now, clearly that your name you could have put into another field. You could have had the name of the event location, the hotel, whatever you're actually thanking them for. But we just use that. And by the way, because this is not a fixed but a movable cell reference, we could then bring this down to E2 and have that same personalized note, or maybe a different one, written for Bob. So it's loading in there right now. And again, actually becomes a little bit more personalized. It was great to be able to share our ideas and experience. Get the idea right now that this is taking artificial intelligence and building it into the context of what you're doing within Google Sheets. Pretty cool. So this is one of a number of tools that are out there that integrate artificial intelligence with Google Sheet. You're going to see it, my goodness, you're going to see it in Microsoft in a huge way. That might actually be the conversation for next week, how they're integrating AI into all of Office, and you're going to see that more and more. But hopefully for this Future Tech Friday, it becomes a present Tech Friday as you're able to use these tools today. So check it out. Let me know if you like it. You'll make the same mistakes I did, that's okay. But what's really cool is we're going to be able to take our use of a tool such as Google Sheet to the next level. Thanks, gang. Have a great weekend, or whenever you're watching this, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.